We do not need Left 4 Dead 3.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
And if you disagree with me, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have an understanding on why I say this. And I'm not just somebody that's been playing for a few years and doesn't understand the hype behind this game. I've been playing since day one.
Time is November 16th. We're doing a midnight sale for Left 4 Dead 2, and this is the making of our current line.
I remember when there were commercials for this game.
Rated M for mature.
When this game was on TV, people were talking about it. It was everywhere. I remember when it was just a mod for Counter-Strike Source called Terror Strike. Like a lot of people, Left 4 Dead sits at the top of the list for my favorite zombie game. So if it's my favorite zombie game of all time, why am I saying we don't need a third one? The simple answer is, the good is good enough. The game has everything it could possibly need. And if you disagree, you could simply open up the workshop, go in, download a few mods, and change the game completely. And if you want to go further than that, you can go into third-party websites and download mods, maps, game modes that aren't in the workshop. And if you want to go further than that, you can do it yourself. You can literally create anything that you want in this game. So to be an arrogant, stuck-up, stubborn Left 4 Dead fan, I can say, the game only sucks if you let it. It's pretty much your fault if you're not having fun. I mean, think about the tactic that they used here, okay? They created a zombie game. Who doesn't like zombie games if done right? With little to no content. As of today, if you go on Steam and buy Left 4 Dead 2, you get Left 4 Dead 1 and the complete DLC set for both games. There's no seasons to the game. There's no battle pass. There's no loot crates to open up. I mean, the game has one of the most simplest objectives. You go from point A to point B. If you want to twist it up a little bit, there are other game modes like Versus, Realism, Mutation. They're not just dropping a library of shit on you. You don't have to do this quest to unlock this camo, to get this gun, to do this, to buy this character. Flat out, just type in your credit card information and buy it all. Don't do the quest. Don't do anything. Don't grind for nothing. Just take it. Have it. Go ahead. Spend $5 on this character that took 2 days to model. Spend $7 on this fucking camo. The reason Left 4 Dead 2 is good and we do not need a Left 4 Dead 3 is because they do nothing. They've done the hard work. They built the engine. They coded the game. Level design, character design. Budget for the game was $25 million. And yes, the game came out in 2009, but they're selling it to you for $10 with every piece of DLC attached, plus the humongous library of the workshop to craft the game to be whatever the fuck you want it to be. While every single Call of Duty is still sitting at full price, and you have to purchase the DLC separately. Think about the games that are just bare bone vanilla, just take it, here, we're done with it, play it. Not going to be adding this kind of pass, you're not going to have to buy these characters, buy this vehicle, do this, do that. Like, for example, Grand Theft Auto 4. There are so many Grand Theft Auto players who will preach that Grand Theft Auto 4 online is better than 5 online. And that's because Grand Theft Auto 5 is littered with content. Just way too much. There's a point where it's just stop. And what Valve did was they created a game, they dropped a few DLC, and then they let the players just completely take over and create the game they wanted to play. Like right now, there's a game called Operation Harsh Doorstop. It came out, and is it polished to perfection? No, but it is an indie studio, and they do the exact same thing as Left 4 Dead. Do you want to play with this gun? Add it. Do you want to play this level? Add it. This game mode? Add it. Go in, download it, play it, make it, do whatever you want. We made a game for you to create whatever you want to do. Free. I'm kind of just going on, running on and just making the same points over and over again, but my overall opinion on why we don't need Left 4 Dead 3 is because we already made it. Pretty much. We damn near make it every single day, every single week, month, year. Like, the game has reoccurring content made by so many people. The game is forever going. And ask yourself, if you had a never-ending supply of popcorn, you could have butter, you could have caramel, cheddar, whatever the fuck you like to put on popcorn. The bucket is literally never ending. How stupid would you sound if you asked for more? How do you get more of something that is already there and is never ending? Oh wait, somebody please comment the perfect response to that. You want different characters, a different storyline, you want different levels, different weapons, different animations. You already have that. You can do that. And the best part about it is you control everything about it. You can't be upset because Valve made Left 4 Dead 3 and took this feature out, or made this character do this or this character died. The only reason we would need Valve to lift their finger and make Left 4 Dead 3 honestly would be just to have an official continuation on a story from Valve themselves, other than just somebody sitting behind a computer screen creating whatever story they want. And I get that. Somehow there's a difference between someone making it at home and the official developers adding something into the game. That's why what I think people are trying to say is not we want Left 4 Dead 3, and more so just they want Valve to be involved. I mean, sure, I don't mind spending $5 to $10 on an official continuation on one of the best zombie games ever created. There are literally millions of players spending millions of dollars on in-game content, characters, maps, camos, voice lines. Go ahead, name it, whatever you want. It can be implemented into the game after release for a few dollars. Moral of the story is we have Left 4 Dead 3. Whatever you want Left 4 Dead 3 to be, you can create it. Or you can go find it. And it will forever be the game that you know and love, instead of this third game that attempted to give you this feeling that the other game gave you but failed terribly. Just remember, the good is good enough. Left 4 Dead has everything you could possibly want. You have an endless bucket of popcorn in front of you. Don't be fucking stupid and ask for more.